live coverage of now it's Take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Carter out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for Houston, the pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Hyde is out there with buckets. And it's KD in at the 3 slot. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
And it's sent back by KD. Unloads from 13. Şengün, no good. Jokic finds Murray. Jokic on top. Last time out he had 13 points. Here's Carter. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside Durant. Pass to Wright. Now Şengün, covered by Johnson. Şengün passes to Smith. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Hey, that quick release is what makes Smith so lethal in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Carter looking around. Here's Buckets, defended by Carter. Passes it to Wright. Now, here's Şengün. Jokic with the steal. Kicks it to Carter. To the middle. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Şengün, no good.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. KD finds Wright. Floats one. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Gordon kicks to Jokic. For 3, Murray. It's good from long range.
Murray has that spirit of you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
And when it comes to Nikola Jokic, Clark, is it fair to say he's the best second-round pick ever?
Absolutely, you'd have to put him at the top of the list. I mean, we're talking about a multi-time MVP and perhaps the best passing big man of all time, too. I don't know of any other second-rounders that have those kind of bona fides.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from KD. Murray, the pass to Carter. Another 3 for Denver.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And last season saw the retirement of former Nugget great and future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony, Clark. He was one for the ages.
And you can't overlook the impact he had, Kevin, and I agree with you. One for the ages as a rookie, helping them break an 8-year playoff drought, and he never missed the postseason in his 7+ years in Denver.
Denver with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Johnson finds Jokic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
Smith hits them both. And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully they learn from that game and are better going forward.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Jokic. Here's Murray, 17 points in his last outing. Over Wright. Murray, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
And that one's good. Right.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Right against Murray. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
Right outside. Tries from 10. Şengün kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for KD. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, I like that Gordon is a versatile guy who can play both forward spots. He's a terrific athlete who continues to improve.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
Jokic with the bucket.
Hey, that's just not enough. A little contact will not bother Jokic's shot.
Right down low. He's covered by Murray. Buckets can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. That gives them the lead. Gordon's got 5 now.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's White. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
To the inside. Carter with the 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Rockets trail by 3. Right outside. For Murray. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. And that's now 6 points for Little General. Here is Carter. He has 7. Shoots the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Rockets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the pass to Şengün. The kick out to Wright. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Murray, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
It's good.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Here's Murray. The Rockets making the shot. Carter outside. Releases. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right outside. Pass to KD. Shoots over Johnson. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Wright. And it's a 3-point Houston lead.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
Carter outside. And here is Murray. And it's Buckets with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
So for the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jabari Smith. Thompson comes in for Buckets. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Wright. Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Murray. Rejected by VanVleet.
And perfect positioning from VanVleet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instinct.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Sengun hits them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Jokic is third.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Murray against Van Vliet. The putback, Jokic on the follow. Jokic just got his second bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Stolen by Carter. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And Jokic throws it down.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Thompson outside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here we go. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Denver?
Well, they're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And Jokic throws it down.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 3, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting this ship.
Yeah, he's got to sharpen up because he's on pace for double-digit turnovers, and that's not winning basketball.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Nuggets. Christian Brown comes in for Murray. Brown, the pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Sengun getting it done.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Rockets ball.
Rockets trail by 3. KD looking around. Passes it to Finney-Smith. 1:14 left to play in the first. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 4. Poked away. Here's Brown. He's covered by Thompson. They could use a bucket, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
The Rockets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And he makes the first.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Denver in the lead. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Watson, the pass to Brown. Watson with it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Valanciunas kicks to Watson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now, here's Watson. Still scoreless. Rejected by Van Vliet. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Durant is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Buckets. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Clark, and you've mentioned this, what you like about Jamal Murray more and more is he's always creating for others.
Look, sometimes it's a function of who you play with as to how you're perceived. I don't think he's ever been selfish, but he wasn't always surrounded by excellent scorers. So this guy just wants to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to do so.
Here's VanVleet following the score by Jamal Murray. It's tipped and stolen by Gordon. Murray for 3. Here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. If you want to let me shoot, let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you. I think there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
On the free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 8. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Durant, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. KD's got 9 points.
How do you defend him any better than this? I mean, Durant, just an incredible scorer.
Here's Murray. Nice defense from KD.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Stolen by Durant. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They grabbed their own miss. Good on the bucket. Now just a 2-point Denver lead.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. For the Rockets, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Wright in for Fred Van Vliet. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
A chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. 6 to shoot. Murray finds Johnson. And it's Jokic missing. The Rockets trail. Here's Thompson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Jokic. Smooth finish out of transition by Jokic.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Wright. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Here is Carter. Last time out he had 14 points. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Deflects the pass. Here's Bryan. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Gordon. It's deflected.
Some aggressive defense from Finney-Smith, allowing him to deny that shot.
Rockets trail by 4. Right outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team
for Houston,
foul.
they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Rockets. Right. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good, and the Nuggets making a change here. And so Wright nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now, here's Watson, guarded by Wright. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Rockets on defense. Here's Watson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Thompson passes to Wright. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Wright's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thompson against Brown. Takes it from 10, and Thompson sends it back. And the basket by Johnson.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Here's Thompson. Tries again. And they'll get another chance. Tries it again. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wright.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now, here's Watson. Hasn't made one yet, and the shot goes down. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Here's Wright. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Brown. Back to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Watson. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now here's Wright. He's got 14. Misses the step-back jump shot. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Now, here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Watson dishes to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Rocket 6. Finney-Smith kicks to Wright. Back to Finney-Smith. From past the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position, doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
Watson, the pass to Brown. To the right side. Watson's shot is good. Watson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
been making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Jabari Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Durant subbed in for Thompson. On defense, Denver. From deep three-point land. Rockets can't hit. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Wright. Şengün trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Wright's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Passes to Gordon. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Clock at 4. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Wright looking around. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Wright against Murray. And they're on the break. Wright against Murray. The feed now to Durant. That one good for 2. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Rockets?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Now here's Wright following the miss by Jamal Murray. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Durant just inside the line. Offensive rebound. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Şengün. The Nuggets trail by 6. Carter for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Carter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nuggets.
Now he's drained 2 threes in each quarter so far.
Murray against Wright. Here's Smith. At number 3, he's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
There you see the focus from Smith Jr. Defense a little tight and snug, but still able to get it done.
Murray against Wright. Murray kicks to Hardaway. And it's sent back by KD.
You know, somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
So it's the Rockets now. Rockets on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Launches a 3. Denver grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Gordon, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Defense really working hard to stop Gordon, but He's a skilled big man who knows how to use his body, especially in the paint.
Now here's Wright. He's got 18. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Durant. A second chance effort. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top, up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, how'd you see it?
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way they do it.
And Shaq, your take on Denver.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And make some noise for your Rockets Houston team.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Fantastic game from Little General in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So on the floor for Denver. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Carter out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Here's Jokic, and they get it back. Durant with the steal. Right against Gordon. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass this season ago. Jokic, number 1. The 4th spot held by Clint Capella.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
And it's Carter missing. Houston leading by 5. And then Durant with the jam.
Beautiful setup. You see right there. Al-Faran, boom. His game isn't all about power.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Now, Jokic. Back to Gordon. Murray outside. And he hits the jumper for 2. That's 7 points for Jamal Murray.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulmer. David?
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, we have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them. Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you. Here's Wright. Following the basket by Jokic. Wright with it. Now guarded by Murray. Smith kicks to Durant. Over Gordon. That doesn't go either for Durant. Gordon the pass to Murray. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Buries it down low. Now it's just a 3-point Houston lead.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Here's KD. And the basket is good. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Right against Murray. Up and in on the way. Murray's got 11 points. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Up top right, he's covered by Murray. And that one's good. Right.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Murray against Wright. There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic LU jam.
Such a savvy passer. Jokic is patient and gets quality openings for his teammates.
Murray against Wright. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Murray, no good.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
KD dishes to Wright for Murray. And it's Wright missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one. It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
It's time for T-shirt.
Thompson's checked in.
Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 29 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
The Rockets again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Valanciunas. Misses in close. Here's buckets. He trains the quick shot. Bucket's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Murray against Wright. Off pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Thompson from long range. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for your
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. The pass to Valanciunas. Here's Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Free throw good, Murray.
You know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
And so Murray nails both of them. Rockets leading by 3. Right, the pass to Thompson. Tipped away. Pass to KD. Over Gordon. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Shots good by Buckets.
Hey, it's all about W's for Durant. I mean, he understands that feeding open teammates is how you make that happen.
Pass to Watson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Carter with it. 17 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Valanciunas dishes to Watson. Over Thompson. Good D by Thompson. Rockets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Murray against KD. Over Murray. Here. Oh!
My goodness. Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Sengun.
Denver calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
City, Texas.
shooting percentage. And they also showed up in terms of that three-point percentage. Top 5 in our league. That is a huge positive for this group.
And to lead the league in shooting percentage is no easy task. They never went through one of those cold stretches that so many teams suffer through. Now here's Murray. He's got 13. Five to shoot. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Murray's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, it's a lot of fun watching Murray operate in these types of situations. Keeps his composure and drains the high-pressure shot. That's pretty impressive.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Right against Murray. Lets a floater go. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's now 9 points from Amen Thompson.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Now here's Gordon. 11 points in the game. Thompson finds Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
So for the Rockets, Tari Eason's checked in for Durant. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for buckets. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Wright. The Nuggets also changing it up. ABC's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Bruce Brown comes in for Carter. And Christian Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Brown. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's the pass to Finney-Smith. Eason with it. Good work defensively by Holmes.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Watson. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Third team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
He had 76% from the line a season ago. And most would consider that to be a success.
Yeah, guys. I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting. Shooting 2.